Du coup, je disais, on reprend. Partie 3 de l'event. C'est parti. Action, ça tourne. Voilà. Ah d'accord. Le tournage et l'enquête progressent dans les jours qui suivent.
Good work, everyone! We're looking to wrap with our two main ladies today. I can already smell our success.
What do you mean, looking to rap? Oh, aren't you the expert now?
Bon lurk, Zenith.
This upcoming scene is the two musketeers' final confrontation with the Baron. There will be quite a bit of action, but no choreography beyond what we've already
Ah,
rehearsed.
Snez, tu l'as vu Shiori du coup ou pas?
Anyway, get ready. Lights, camera, action!
J'arrive pas à savoir si c'est une 4 stars ou une 5 stars, ça m'énerve. Elle est classe, mais pas trop non plus, je sais pas trop.
Tonight. It reminds me of that fateful night 10 years ago. And now that I've said it, I can even make out the faint fragrance of herbal tea in the air.
Enough, villain! It's time that you pay for the death of our mother!
My dear Iris, have you forgotten your manners? How can you speak like this to your own father?
I'd sooner swallow all of my teeth than call you father.
What did I expect? Seems the daughters have turned out to be just as obstinate as their foolish mother. In this world, Mora and status is everything. She thought she could blackmail me using her children and force me to grant her recognition and concessions? Ah, how naive can a woman be?
Mother never asked a single thing of you. All she wished was for us to live a peaceful life, just like the others.
It was you who personally brewed the poison of prejudice and sent Mother to her death. Compared to that deadly poison, the 2 bullets that will soon pierce through your heart will be like sweet mercy.
And that's exactly why I said you're just as naive as her. Did you really think 2 muskets would be enough to defeat me? So let's see. What is stronger? Mora and power, or the 2 muskets in your hands? Get them!
Wow, wow, wow! Ayaka! Chevreuse! Chevreuse est jouable. Elle est jouable avec... d'accord, aucun sens. C'est...
And Mother will be watching over us too.
Ok, ça fait des bombes, ça fait boum. Et ça, c'est censé être un heal? Ah oui, elle se heal. Ok. Mais du coup, elle fait des autos avec une lance! C'est nul! Putain! Chevreuse! On s'en fout d'Ayaka, on connaît.
Drop your
On peut
weapons.
viser. Ok. Elle met des petites bombes. Et là, elle balance.
You asked for it.
Ok. Oh, c'est con qu'elle attaque... Oh, je trouve ça bizarre. Attends, je vais refaire sa compétence.
Final warning.
Ouais, je trouve ça trop bizarre en fait. Oh putain, le mec.
You've lost.
Non, mais c'était bien un perso qui tire même les auto-attaques.
Think I'd lose to my own
Limite une
2
variante d'un
kids.
archer, je sais pas, mais...
We are no
Ouais, ou
children
un
of
catalyseur
yours,
qui fait comme des balles.
and we'll never call
Ça,
that
c'est
place
bizarre,
our
hein.
home.
Then tell me, what did you do all this for? You lost your mother, and will soon kill your father as well. What will you gain in the end, other than sentences for your crimes?
We will gain our
Chevreuil, elle est
long-awaited
claque. Comme ça,
justice.
comme ça chevreuil. Regarde-moi ça, là, elle est classe, là. Et elle laisse la fleur.
It's over.
JPP.
Finally, it's over.
En parlant de 5 stars moches, n'oubliez pas aussi qu'il y a le pharmacien. Beisou. Parce que des fois, bon, la tronche du perso...
So, where will you go now, Tulip?
On peut pas être sûr à
I'm
100%.
not too sure, Iris. Maybe somewhere with lots of flowers? After all, Mother always did love going where the blossoms were. What about you?
I want to go visit Mother's grave.
Yeah, that's not a bad idea.
Huh? Tulip, look!
What is it?
It's Mother's favorite. The rainbow rose. Look, it's blooming again.
Excellent! That was beyond mesmerizing. Even I didn't expect the scene to go so well. And we got it in a single take. All right, everyone. We've got a wrap for Tulip and
Non mais
Iris.
Chevreuse, on sait déjà que c'est une 4 star. Elle a été annoncée. On le sait, on connaît ses compétences.
Thank you.
Mais c'est vraiment ces autos à la lance, je trouve ça vraiment dommage. Hein. Autant sur Mika ça va, c'est pas trop bizarre, mais sur elle je trouve que c'est un peu bizarre. Parce que sa compétence elle tire, son ulti elle tire. Et du coup elle va taper au corps à corps avec une lance.
Not ready to say goodbye to the clapperboard either. Filming has really been a lot of fun. You were great too, Chevreuse. The way you said long-awaited justice. It gave Paimon chills.
Mais du coup, Asnes qui a pas suivi qu'il y avait un festival du court-métrage. Et que du coup,
I still
Ayaka elle est venue
remember
avec son
trying to
frère
act it out in my room the first few times I read it.
pour approcher les nations un petit peu.
I would have never guessed you're that type.
Who doesn't
Donc
like
Inazuma
stories where the
s'était
guilty are punished and justice
refermé,
prevails over evil? Don't forget, I'm the captain
de
of
la
the Special
Shogun.
Security and Surveillance Patrol.
Captain, I have something urgent to report.
Please excuse me, everyone. I'll be back in just a moment.
It's okay, don't worry about us.
Non, JL Chevreuse, on sait qui c'est. Là, on a pu la jouer dans la quête, là, on peut la jouer. Elle sort dans moins de 3 semaines. Par contre, Shiori, c'est l'accessoire, enfin celle qui fait du maquillage là, et tout là. Celle qui fait les fringues, j'ai pas le terme qui me vient. Bref. Bah, c'est elle qui me... Je me pose des questions sur elle. Couturière? C'est quoi, elle est couturière? C'est elle qui a fait la tenue, je crois, de Navia, si je dis pas de bêtises.
And one last thing, Miss Ayaka. Your acting skills today were immaculate
Mais bon, elle
as
est pas prête de
always.
sortir.
Are you sure you won't consider taking
Styliste,
up
oui, voilà.
full-time acting? See, I just happen to know this great troupe that's still looking
Merci.
for a lead actress.
Thank you for your kind words, Director Farina. Unfortunately, there are still many matters that I have to take care of back home at the Yashiro Commission. I cannot remain in Fontaine to pursue an acting career. Nevertheless, I will make sure to treasure this incredible opportunity in my heart.
Oh, that's a shame. But I understand. Just let me know if you ever change your mind.
I believe
Alors,
it's also
Asnes.
about time for me to take my
C'est pas faux.
leave.
Le skin d'Ayaka est
But
vraiment immonde.
hopefully I'll see you on set over the next few days. Even though my part's wrapped, I'd still like to swing by and help out
Je
the
sais pas quoi
crew.
dire. Parce
See
que
you
c'est pas
tomorrow,
faux.
Traveler and Paimon.
Yep, see you tomorrow. Well, what should we do next? Maybe we'll go investigate the case some more with Chevreuse today.
Traveler, Paimon, please come with me.
Ah, on reprend l'enquête.
Where are we going?
You could say that our ship has finally chanced upon one of those small, remote islands of intel.
Après, Ayaka, moi ce que j'aimais bien, c'était le fait que ça fasse un peu le lien avec Fontaine. Et finalement, on avait raison de penser ça, parce que c'est le cas. Le délire chapeau et tout, mais c'est vrai que quand tu regardes au final, comparé à le costume, enfin la tenue de Navia, laisse tomber quoi. C'est... Wow. Il y a un gouffre qui sépare en termes de niveau de tenue, je trouve que c'est incroyable. Bon, c'était épais, bien sûr. Yes, pour l'instant, vu que je suis en live 30 heures en partenariat avec Genshin, partenariat lointain, mais quand même, on évite de parler de leak et tout, donc c'est pour ça qu'on parle que des trucs qui ont été annoncés, genre sur Twitter, tu vois. Donc c'est pour ça qu'on parle de Chevreuse, vu qu'elle a été présentée, mais Shiori pour l'instant c'est le mystère.
Paimon expect having to float this far after a full day of filming. So, Chevres, why did you take us here?
Affirmative. It wasn't anything conclusive, but it should show us a clear way forward. Have you ever heard of someone by the name of Emily?
Oh, you mean that famous perfumer?
She's a good friend of mine. She's lent me her aid several times in the past to resolve some difficult cases. After I discovered the rainbow rose at the scene of the murder, I sent it to her. After all, she's probably the foremost expert on flowers and scents in all of Fontaine.
And then?
There was nothing remarkable about the flower or the trace amounts of soil left on it. But according to Emily, the rainbow rose left by the killer was derived from a very rare cultivar.
Huh. Paimon didn't know that there were different varieties of rainbow rose. Paimon just thought they grew everywhere in the wild.
Flowers that are deliberately cultivated will always show some different features from those that bloom in the wild. We already knew that the rose left at the scene belonged to a special cultivar, but with Emily's expertise, we were able to pinpoint the place where it was first picked from.
Oh, Paimon gets it now. So whoever first planted that rainbow rose was probably the killer.
Precisely. And after we checked what we learned against some sales records from the past, we discovered that there's only one person in all of Fontaine who could grow and sell this specific cultivar.
Really? And who is it?
It's the novelist.
But didn't you say he had an alibi?
To be clear, I haven't changed my mind about him. I still don't think he was the one who pulled the trigger. However, that doesn't mean the true culprit never visited him at his home or never purchased a rainbow rose from his garden. Whatever the case, we will have to confirm a number of things with him.
So you mean the next place we need to go is...
Yes, we're going to pay him a visit at his home.
Par contre, je regrette de ne pas avoir testé un peu plus l'huile de chevreuse du coup. Zenix, tu m'entends? Tu pourras tester l'huile de chevreuse? Je veux voir Ouais, j'ai même pas regardé son build et tout, putain. J'étais trop surpris de la jouer, on va dire. Je sais pas si ça fait un bon healer. Du coup, chevreuse, c'est ça. Elle sera sur la prochaine temporaire avec Bal et Yoimiya. Donc, mais on a pu la jouer en avance grâce à l'event, donc c'est cool.
That should be his house.
Putain, j'ai pas fait mes... Ah, j'aurais dû regarder.
That's pretty unusual, right?
According to what he told me last time we spoke, he hired them so he won't be harassed or disturbed.
So there are a lot of flowers in his garden, but Paimon doesn't think we'll be able to pick one without alerting the Gardemex.
Right, which is exactly why I think there has to be a special connection between him and the killer.
So, should we knock?
Just wait here for now. I'd like to take care of a number of those Gardemex first.
But they're so far away. How are you planning to do that?
Don't forget, Paimon, I'm actually the real-life captain of the Musketeers.
Pardon? Quoi? Madame, range ce fusil. Oh punaise. Ah, bon, c'est comme pendant le mini-jeu, ça. Ils sont où les mobs? Là-bas. Je sais pas si je tire dans le point faible, ça les one-shot, je sais pas. Ouais, d'accord, j'ai visé à côté. Hein. C'était pour tester, bien sûr. Attends, la visée, elle pue là. Oula. Je sais pas si je tire là. Non, ça one-shot pas. Qu'est-ce qu'il fait, lui? Fada. Hein.
All clear. Let's go.
Wait! Paimon's a little nervous now that we know he could be the killer. Can we go over our plan of action again?
I'll go knock on the door and make sure it's safe inside. Once we're sure that we're in the clear, I'll ask him to come with us for a quick round of questioning at the guard's headquarters.
But can't we just arrest him?
We still have no evidence that he's the killer, or that he lent the killer any direct aid. Still, it would be appreciated if you could pick a rainbow rose from his garden for me while I'm talking to him. It'll help the Marachose Phantom confirm Emily's theory.
Sure, no problem. Just be careful, Chevreuse.
Alors... J'aurais bien aimé qu'ils nous la remettent en test. Chevreuse. I want to try your heel. Please. Hop. La maison de l'auteur. Toc toc toc.
Excuse me, Mr. Baptiste, are you home?
Who could it be at this hour? Oh, it's you, Officer Chevreuse.
Would you mind accompanying me to the guard's headquarters, Mr. Baptiste? We would like to ask you some questions about a case.
Oh, is it still regarding the murder case from before?
I cannot confirm or deny that at this time.
So it is then.
Listen, I need you to come with me, Mr. Baptiste.
Miss Chevreuse, I'll save you the trouble. Oh, and you two over there? There's no need for you to pick my flowers either. It's not time for them to bloom yet.
Oh! Okay.
By saving me the trouble, you mean...
I will confess. I was the killer.
Huh?
He just admitted he's guilty!
Please relax, everyone. I'm not armed. The musket you're looking for has been buried in my backyard.
Then it's my responsibility to inform you, Mr. Baptiste, that everything you say right now will be used as evidence for the inevitable trial.
Yes, I am perfectly aware of that.
I must say, I hate this feeling.
Oh? Is it because I confessed? Or because you've been proven wrong?
Both, I suppose.
For the same reason as the one I wrote out in my novel, of course. I did it to exact revenge. I know you haven't figured out the link between the two of us. Had you done so, I'd have been taken away to the headquarters a long time ago. But that won't stop me from always remembering his grotesque face. After all, he was the one who killed my mother.
Your mother is still healthy and well.
You know, I was adopted as a child. I was referring to my birth mother.
That was never recorded in the orphanage's records.
Please forgive a 6-year-old child for concocting some lies to protect himself after watching his mother die right in front of him.
So, your novel, it was like a record of your life?
No, of course not. It was a work of fiction with many embellished parts. But I am indeed the illegitimate son of a wealthy and influential man who abused his power to murder my mother. That part was 100% real.
But the man you killed didn't have a Mora to his name.
He was a hired assassin, an irredeemable beast who sank his fangs into a defenseless woman just for a few bags of Mora.
But if that's really the truth, you wouldn't be telling us any of this now. You still haven't managed to take revenge against your father, the true mastermind behind it all.
I never thought I'd hear that kind of thing from the captain of the Special Security and Surveillance Patrol.
I'm simply skeptical about your motives.
It's simple, really. I've grown tired of everything and don't want to shoulder this burden anymore. You may have considered me too soft to pull the trigger. Well, as it turns out, you are exactly right. I've become overwhelmed by the aftermath of the murder.
So you're going to call a stop to your revenge, just like that?
The true mastermind is too rich and too powerful for me. I've accepted that I will never be able to avenge my mother alone.
And so what? The characters in your book never gave up.
Now, Officer Shavras, I'm the one who has killed a man, aren't I? Are you trying to convince me to commit another crime?
What's your father's name? How do you plan to prove the veracity of all of your claims?
Well, I'd like to speak with you privately.
Sure. Why don't we speak privately at the guard's headquarters?
No, it has to be here. I must ensure that we won't be overheard.
Fine. Let's talk here.
When I said won't be overheard, I meant by anyone. I would like to speak with you and you alone.
Thanks. I appreciate it.
Please stay safe, Chevres.
All right. Let's hear it.
Will you really believe what I'm about to say?
Well, that depends on what you're going to tell me.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Then listen closely.
So that's how it's all connected.
So, it seems you believe me after all.
Do you want me to go public with this?
No, of course not. At least, not right now.
Then why did you bother telling me?
You've read my work. What do you think? Even if you were to go public with all of this right now, he'd simply deny everything. It's been too long. Almost 20 years. Anything that could be used as evidence has long faded away. Even if there might have been a solitary island of truth once upon a time, it has long sunk beneath the waves by now. Justice will never find him.
Not if you don't try.
I know that as the captain of the Special Security and Surveillance Patrol, you will always stand on the side of justice. But do you really think a cushy life in prison really constitutes justice for him? I bet he could lead an extremely comfortable life in the fortress of Meripede.
What are you trying to say?
I've been observing you from a distance. Your portrayal of the musketeer was exquisite. Pull the trigger of justice against him. Let the villain get what he deserves.
You want me to let you go so you may complete your revenge?
No, Officer Shavras. I know that would be impossible. No. What I'd like is for you to perform the deed on my behalf.
Oh, Chevres sure is taking her time. What could they be talking about anyway? Oh, Paimon's worried. What if he decided to attack her? Oh, you do have a point. Still, do you have any idea who the rich person might be? And why the novelist doesn't want us to hear what he's saying to Chevres?
Sorry to keep you waiting, you two.
Hey, how did your talk go?
I've already sent someone to escort Baptiste back to the headquarters for questioning. He wasn't lying about the musket. It was indeed buried in his backyard.
But what about the name? Did he tell you the name of the rich guy?
Yes, he did. But for now, I have to return to the Special Patrol. There are still a few loose ends I need to tie up. I'll probably be quite busy over the next few days, so apologies if you don't see me on set.
All right, Paimon understands if you can't tell us everything you know. We'll just keep an eye on the Steambird then.
Actually, there's still something else I need your help with.
Ah, mais c'est tout pour aujourd'hui. Bah, en vrai, cette partie, j'ai trouvé sympa, et puis pas trop long, 25 minutes. L'intrigue avance un peu. Ça a pas duré des plombs. Bon. Le plus chiant, c'est la première partie au final. On peut pas rentrer chez lui. Enfin, il est plus là techniquement. Mais... Bah, je sais pas trop ce qu'il y a là autour du cou, si c'est pour, tu sais, pour le bruit des balles. J'en sais rien. Je sais pas si c'était pour cacher le son ou si c'est pour un outil autre. Est-ce que genre quand elle ulti, elle le met pas? Parce que c'est comme... tu vois, elle... Navia, elle met ses lunettes de soleil quand elle fait l'attaque chargée. Tu vois, c'est... truc à la con. Je sais pas. Et puis comme là on la voit pas... Ouais, y a... Non. Ah d'accord. Bonjour.
Another test subject. Feeling lucky?
Pick the wrong test subject.
Non, ouais, parce que des fois les PNJ ils restent sur la map. Enfin les persos, mais là, non. Mais je me demande ouais, si c'est pas un truc pour le bruit des balles, des détonations plutôt. I don't know. Anyway, je conclue la rediff de cette partie ici. Donc je vous dis merci d'avoir regardé.